Have you seen this before?
Oh, no, I haven't. But are those the so-called free-range chickens, or is that are those the ones in the barn?
It would be a combination. Free-range chickens, they keep them in a massive barn. They can crowd them, and they might let them out.
But they still call them free-range.
It's
or
very
are those barn chickens.
So they don't always adhere to free-range standard, but even free-range standard, it means nothing for the animal in the big scheme of things. I think it's more just a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
There are things they're slightly better conditions free-range, but they're still horrific. I mean, they still die on the way to the slaughterhouse. They're still hung upside down, shocked in an electric bath, and then have their throats slit. They still live a life of slavery. Their eggs are taken from them. Their children are taken from them. They're essentially living in eternal torture. So, but this is.
No. I thought. See, I always thought that pork has one of the best. I mean, British pork is one of the best. Has one of the best standards in Europe. Which might be.
This here isn't. This here isn't really. This is pretty standard. There's nothing surprising about this to me. I've seen a lot of it, and the reality is this is where the animals we eat come from. Even the things that come out of them, like eggs and dairy, are horrific industries. You know about the dairy and egg industries?
Yes. Well, the egg one not, but the dairy one. Yes.
Okay, so in the egg industry, the females obviously are
producers.
They produce more eggs.
The male ones. They produce more eggs than they can.
Yeah. Then they're naturally supposed to. They produce nearly an egg a day. Puts a lot of strain on their reproductive system, and when they're spent, they get killed. But what happens is when they separate the chicks at the beginning of their life, and they kill all them. They put them
into a grinder, right? Or something.
A macerator, or they put them in a bag and suffocate them.
Yeah, my mum told me that about the male chickens.
Yeah.
How they do. And even the female ones, they just the beaks are
they debeak the females, so that really hurts. Sometimes they die because they can't eat because of the pain of their. This is a sow stall, so that the mother pigs are kept in there 6 weeks at a time. I was just at the gas chambers yesterday in Suffolk, and they're killing a lot of the mothers because they're just spent. They've got nothing left to give to the farmers. So after a life of misery, they send them to get gassed, and people eat them. So essentially we're eating the body of a mother who's suffered, had their children serial kidnapped from them throughout their whole life, lived in these cages, and then we eat their bodies. So what do you think about that?
No, it does us. I mean, I've been aware of these things, not as aware as now I see how horrific it really is, but it's terrible.
Do you think it's unnecessary?
Yeah, completely. I think anyway, we're eating far too much meat. Here you have a vegan.
You're vegan, are you? Wow, that's amazing. What made you switch? The animals?
Already a vegetarian.
7 years.
Oh, okay. And you just didn't know about the other industries?
I wanted to switch.
Yeah.
First I wanted to try it out for 30 days.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually. That's a really good. How about yourself? Have you thought about it?
Become vegan? No, admittedly not. I'd see my mother, for example, living in Germany. She lives near a farm where the animals truly have a
better life.
Have actually completely.
Okay.
But of course,
what about their death?
Costs 10 pints. Well, they
have a better death.
Oh, completely. They are complete. I mean, she's seen it even herself.
Okay.
Complete. Well.
Do you think it's justified though?
Well,
we don't have to eat them. Do you think it's justified to kill them?
We don't have to eat them. You're right there. I have to admit, as long as an animal has that life that particular farm that my mother goes to in Germany has, in my mind, that's okay. I have to.
It's okay to kill an animal for a sandwich if you don't need to, no matter how nice their life was. Do you think they want to live? Like they're scared to die, even if they've had a good life?
Well, I don't know if the consciousness of the animal, if as long, of course, you have to be, of course, extremely careful. But I see your point. And
like, what about a dog? A dog wants to live?
I don't know whether the consciousness is that far that.
Well, you know that another human wants to live.
True.
So how do you know that?
I don't know.
What makes you think another human wants to live?
Because they say so.
Oh, language determines that? What if they try to avoid me with a knife, a pig? They were scared of me trying to stab them. Would that show you that they didn't want to die?
That would show me that they didn't want to be hurt.
Why wouldn't they want to be hurt? They care about their own well-being.
Because of pain.
So if you were in the pig's position, you wouldn't want someone to harm you.
I would not want to suffer any pain. You're absolutely right.
You wouldn't want to have your life taken short.
Yeah, there again, there's a question of consciousness, whether if someone is not aware, like let's say, yes, no, I want to die, but if I or I was led somewhere without knowing I was about to be killed, and then someone...
That's murder. You're talking about murder.
Yes.
If someone murdered your family member, you would want justice. You see?
Yes, but I think for me it's really this matter of this consciousness, having the consciousness about these things, and because human beings...
You're against animal cruelty, yeah?
Cruelty, yes.
So you think they have moral value, animals? You think they have some kind of moral value, animals?
No.
Oh, but you're against them being mistreated?
Yes.
But if they had no moral value, why would you care how they're treated?
Because I don't want any being to suffer pain.
You know they suffer pain, so they have moral value then?
No, wait, no, moral value. No, think about it that way.
Okay.
Look at the animal world in the jungle and everything.
Yeah.
I mean let's even just look at a simple cat.
Oh, okay.
How can it kill and play with a bird for hours?
Oh, yeah, that's a
Still
cat.
being
That's a
alive?
cat. Yeah.
Is that moral value?
Cats don't have moral agency like us. We know right from wrong. A cat is killing to survive. Yeah.
Well,
A lion?
no, wait. Why does it have to play? I've witnessed it before.
Yeah.
Why does it have to play with the animal for quite a long time before it then decides to finally kill it?
Would you say that we should justify our behaviour by the behaviour of a cat, or should we be a little bit more civilised and you know what I'm saying?
No, because you're just saying they have moral value, and
Animals
doubt
do.
that.
Animals do. Because
That cat doesn't.
why not? No, that's different. The cat has moral value. It's not okay for us to hurt the cat, but the cat doesn't have moral agency. It doesn't know right from wrong. You know, a cat doesn't. A cat is an obligate carnivore, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's
so
true.
they eat to survive.
That's true.
Are we eating animals to survive?
No,
So why are we doing it?
I like that.
just for pleasure.
Do you think an act of evil is justified because we derive pleasure from it? Think of any other act of evil that makes someone feel good. Is that act of evil justified because it makes them feel good? Think of really bad things like rape or murder.
No, of course not.
Of course not. So
Yeah.
in a similar way, killing an animal because we derive pleasure from that
Yeah.
isn't morally justified
Yeah.
because we don't need to do it to survive.
Yeah.
And that animal, you know they feel pain, you're against cruelty, so that means you know they feel pain.
But wait. But if now let's look at that farm. My mom goes to. I mean, she eats very little meat, but still, if she buys meat, she goes there. Those animals, she's seen them. They are not stressed at all. That's what they. I mean, from beginning till the end.
Well,
the cows are
that's
with
treatment.
their
That's treatment.
good treatment from beginning till the
A
end.
knife in the throat in a happy animal is still as bad as a knife in the throat in a sad animal. Think of it as a happy human. Like you treated your wife really well her whole life.
Yeah.
Okay, then one night you smothered her in her sleep. She didn't know. Now, it's okay. She didn't suffer. She didn't feel a thing.
Well,
Now, is
again
that
here-
justified?
Again here,
Yeah.
if she, for example, was suffering, right? If she was suffering.
But she's not.
No, wait. Now, what about euthanasia? What about people who decide
Different.
to die?
That's a different thing. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about raising pigs here that are happy and stabbing them in the throat.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. It's not euthanasia.
but you asked me.
I tell her that.
I know, but
So do you know?
Sorry,
This is a really
do you have to
interesting.
go
No,
with your
I'm
friends,
having
by
a
the way?
really good debate with you. This is amazing. I really.
No, because I'm just thinking. Because I was asked, does the pig want to live?
Yeah, obviously.
Because they avoid pain. They
avoid pain. I see.
and
but the thing
they
is,
feel love for their children.
that's
They
true.
express emotion.
That is true.
You see that emotion in yourself, and you know you want to live. If you couldn't speak, I would still know. I'd give you the benefit of the doubt that you valued your life. I would stick up for you. I would stand up for you.
See, it's this survival instinct, right?
You
Which
don't have that.
all
We have supermarkets. We don't need to survive.
No, not about meat. In general, survival instinct that I don't want to be. Let's say I'm on an island, someone tries to kill me. It's survival instinct.
Yeah, but why do you have that? Because you value your life.
Every animal has that.
Every animal has that.
I
Every
know that
bird,
you say that as well, but
every dog, every cat that you feel love for, that they feel love for you, they show affection.
yeah, but it's on a different level.
No, it's not.
How? How is it different? You have to explain
I truly
how.
think it's no, because I really think that
Pigs don't value their life, so it's okay to stab them in the throat? Come on.
You are wrong, place, Annika.
Come on, let's be honest here. Come on. If you had a pig here and it looked
Yes.
so cute,
Yeah.
and I just stabbed it in the throat, would that make you feel a certain way? Would you just think, oh, who cares? It's thrashing in pain. Just keep stabbing it.
No.
No.
That's exactly what I don't want. The death has to be in a different way.
Well,
The killing of the animal.
Tell me how. Tell me how to kill an animal in a humane way.
there's no human way.
Well,
There is no
if you
human
no, so the way I think it is done at that farm, I believe,
Okay.
is that the cows, they are brought into the same environment where they always
Okay.
are,
Okay.
completely stress-free,
Yeah.
and I think then it's with this shot.
Oh, okay. So
think-
that's humane? A shot in the head?
Well, I mean, if
Would you-
there
okay,
is
okay.
like a millisecond.
I'll
of
tell you this
like, oh,
phrase. The way you judge whether or not something is humane, first ask if you'd want it done to yourself.
Well, I have to say, if I didn't know that was going to happen, that is the way I truly, rather than someone stabbing me like this.
Oh,
if
no.
I'm about to be
Now you
killed-
give them two options. Rather than being stabbed, rather than being shot in the head, I'll give you another option. I'll let you live in peace and harmony and freedom. How about that option? Would you rather that or being shot in the head for no reason? This
Of course
is
I don't
what we're
want to-
talking about.
No, the thing is, if I don't know, I don't care, to be honest, because I don't believe in such in a heaven.
But it doesn't.
No,
Like,
of course I
does
don't
that
want
justify
to.
murder? Does that justify shooting people in the head because they don't know about it? There's many people who get killed that don't know about it.
Yes.
This
That
is
woman in the head, she doesn't know about it. It's just
that's not it. You know that you value your life. If I took your life from you, then that's further well-being you won't get to experience. People around you are going to be suffering.
Yeah, that is the only reason why I'm really sorry about that. That is my
But
main
for you,
reason.
do you really believe that if an animal doesn't feel it, then it's okay to just shoot things in the head, shoot animals in the head, humans in the head that don't feel it? That makes it okay, as long as there's no suffering involved.
If I now didn't have my children and my husband,
Okay, now-
right, and
yeah.
I was alone, and you just shot me in the head, of course my parents will no.
What's the other option though? I don't shoot you in the head, I'll let you live in peace. That's the other option. You have that.
Yes.
We can give that to animals. That's what vegans are.
Yeah, but
We're
at
giving
the
them the
same
other
time,
option.
If that happens to me, right, I don't care. I'm dead and I don't know anymore.
But I would never shoot you in the head because I respect other life. That's what vegan is.
No, but I'm truly thinking. I'm not joking.
Okay.
If I didn't know that my children are here, they would seriously suffer. My husband would suffer. My parents would suffer. If I didn't know
But does that make it okay if you didn't know? That's the question. Is it okay to kill you if you didn't know? Is it okay to kill anyone if they didn't know?
No, it's not okay. But
Okay,
I
that's all I
personally
want.
wouldn't care.
That's all I want.
I personally wouldn't care.
I just want you to admit that it's wrong to do that to an
That's
animal.
true.
Okay.
No,
Now,
wait.
does
I
all
don't
your
think-
meat come from your mum's farm? Does
Wait,
all
wait.
your meat come from your mum's farm where they were treated happily?
Not my meat. No.
Okay, that's what we're talking about here.
That is the
you don't.
bad thing.
Okay.
Absolutely, and I
no,
agree with
that's
that.
not just the bad thing. Even the happy farms are still bad.
See, no, I think it's okay.
No, you just said it's not though. You just told me it's not okay to take an animal's life.
I didn't say an animal's life. I said a human's life, because we were talking about humans.
We're the same in many ways.
In many ways, but not in all ways.
So if we have slight differences,
Like for example.
so you're discriminating now.
Let's say, for example, right? I'm thinking. Think about the family structure in an animal's life. Like the piglets will leave
Yeah.
the mother at some point.
No,
I
they
don't
get
know.
taken from their mothers.
No. I mean, and let's say if we leave them happily in peace,
Okay.
they will eventually go and start their own family.
Oh, that's
Right?
fine.
That's what will happen. And the mother then will not even necessarily recognize them any longer. Like
How do you
I
know?
saw in my dog. She
Oh, the
didn't
dog.
recognize her mother
Okay.
5 years down
Okay.
the line.
That's fine.
Right?
Okay.
So the structure is different. So they eventually, I don't know how it is in all different types of animals, but let's say in a dog it is like that. She didn't even know. They
don't recognize
they
their own
growled
young.
at each other when they met each other 5 years down the line.
So what are you trying to get at here? That makes it okay to shoot animals in the head?
No. I just mean that the consciousness is different. I'm just saying we are different.
So that makes
we are similar
okay.
in many
So
ways.
if
We don't want to suffer pain. We don't want to feel
agree,
any pain.
agree. But
But we're also
shouldn't we focus on what we have similar versus what we have different? Because that's just discrimination.
No. Yeah, but
You're saying
but
you're
what we
just
have
you're
similar-
making drawing an arbitrary line. They're different, so it's okay to kill them. Okay, it's not okay to kill them. It's okay to kill these animals, not these animals.
No. I don't. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about the family structure and everything. I mean, all in the
So
family kingdom.
what is your justification
animal
for
kingdom.
shooting an animal in the head for no reason? What is your justification for that? What makes you think it's okay?
As long as that particular animal has had a happy life at the beginning and all through the life and has not suffered till the very end, basically shot in the head without basically being dead without feeling pain.
Okay.
That's actually,
okay.
That is
So
actually.
you understand that in any other scenario, that sounds really, what would be the word for that in any other scenario?
In any other scenario.
Oh, well, let's put it in a murderer's context.
Like you mean a human context?
A human context.
So that you want to.
They had a happy
I
life and I went and shot
also-
them in the head.
Well, as I just
What
said,
would the judge
if I-
say to you about that?
Of course, that's not.
They had, Your Honour, they had a
That's not
happy
right,
life.
Of course, that is, yeah, but then of course but that is why we're humans. That's because of our consciousness. That are our rules.
You understand it creates a double standard.
I'm not sure about that.
We want we want to live in a certain way. We want to live in
Yes.
freedom,
Yeah.
in peace,
Yes.
well-being.
Yes.
You know, we
Yeah.
don't want to be enslaved.
Yep.
Okay. We expect that treatment for us,
True,
but
true.
it's
Yes.
okay for us to raise these animals for our own use, so we can shoot them in the head and chop up their bodies and eat them for no reason. So that is a double standard. We wouldn't accept that on ourselves. We would cry out for help.
See, but we come again back to the very initial question. Moral values, moral standard, like morality and
Yeah.
consciousness.
If you think animals don't deserve to be treated cruelly, you're admitting that
Yes.
they have some kind of moral value to you.
Yeah, see, I think the terminology.
Otherwise-
I struggle with the terminology because I'm not quite sure whether we're on the same line here. I just think that
You think that they're below us, it's okay to raise them and shoot them in the head and eat their bodies for no reason when we have alternatives. We can buy other things. We can eat other things.
I absolutely agree that
But you would
humanity,
still-
we are.
You would still choose to cause, let's just say no suffering, but a bullet in the head to an animal. You would still choose that even though there's other options. You're telling me that you would still choose to shoot a pig in the head when they want to live, even though we can have all these plant-based alternatives that taste delicious. That's your option.
I know.
And also,
Plus it's healthier.
Saying,
Plus
and
it's
also
healthier.
you're saying
Yeah.
their whole life. It's not their whole life. Pigs are killed at 6 months old.
Oh yeah, babies,
That's not living a whole life of happiness, is it?
It also
No,
depends,
They're still babies at 6 months old.
Yeah, most pigs are killed at around 6 months old, unless they're sows, which are mothers, then they're killed at
yeah.
around 4 years old.
And is that? I mean, here again, I don't know.
So most
how
of your meat
different
you eat
farms do it.
is from these farms we're showing you.
Yeah.
So would you, do you know what I'm trying to say? The majority of meat people get are from
Yeah.
these farms. But even in the best scenario, in this dream world farm,
Yeah.
shooting an animal in the head is still wrong because you wouldn't accept that on yourself. Otherwise, it's hypocrisy. Do you understand why it's hypocritical though?
See, I don't. find
Because
it
you're saying it's
hypocritical.
okay for them, but not okay for me. And they're living beings that feel pain and suffer and value their families just as much as you do.
Yeah. See, that is where we differ, I guess, in our what we think about that.
Would you shoot
No,
the
no,
pig
no.
by yourself?
Oh.
Yes, very
You would.
interesting.
You would shoot
Someone
people.
By the
else
way-
to kill your food.
By the way, I thought about that a lot of times, and I thought several times, oh, I wouldn't do that. I certainly would not slit the throat of a sheep.
Why not?
Because that, I think,
Why not?
because I think that is quite a cruel way to go.
No,
Because
but
it takes-
animals are below us.
No.
But you know what I'm saying?
No,
If you think it's
you
okay to
are
shoot an animal in the head-
You're now misinterpreting my words. You're now because I only was talking about
The way.
in a second, which is a second.
But that's not where you get your meat from, right?
But no. Wait. I'm talking now about the ideal farm that my mother goes to.
But that's not the scenario in your life right now, is it?
And I'm saying that is wrong.
So
I'm
what you're
completely
doing
saying
right
that
now is wrong.
What I'm doing right
By
now.
your own moral standard, what you're
Yes.
doing right now is wrong.
Yes.
So would you change?
Yes.
Would you like a card?
But no.
Okay. We'll just leave that there. Thank you. Give us a hug. I really enjoyed that conversation.
Yes, it was
Thank you
very
so
nice.
much.
Okay, bye-bye.
I hope that gave you something to think about. I know, like, you can debate that sort of things, but just think of it from the animal's position.
I see what you
And
mean.
it's unnecessary.
I
You know,
speak to Vanessa every
She has
day
a
about
vegan-
that.
look how healthy she looks
She
as a
always
vegan.
tries my food and she said, oh, that's not that bad.
Exactly.
Not that, but I say it's nice.
like it.
I
It's
say
nice. So
I have
it's
vegan
not
ice
necessary.
cream, and your homemade ice cream tastes so much worse than my vegan ice cream.
No, wait. I have to say one
Your
thing.
husband,
I loved it.
her husband,
You loved it?
I love my
her
ice cream.
husband said, my
Have you
ice
tried
cream
vegan ice
tastes
cream?
better than your ice cream.
Yeah, of course I
have
tried
vegan
it,
ice
both,
cream
of
at
course.
home.
Yeah.
I have vegan cheese at home. I have
Wow.
everything vegan.
What's your name?
Annika.
Annika. Thank you so much for that
What's your
conversation.
name?
My name's Joey.
Joey, nice to meet
really
you.
nice
Sorry,
to meet
yeah.
really nice to meet you. Hey,
Nice
and
to meet you. Nice to meet you.
get her on the ball with this. Watch some of these documentaries. You'll love them.
Oh yeah, that certainly is good. Vanessa showed me.
Thank you so much.